I'm Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
Let's do this. So, follow-up to yesterday's story about the soldier who snapped.
Evidently, he snapped a lot sooner than this.
Well, he was apparently on several tours to the Middle East. He served a couple of tours in Iraq and a few tours in Afghanistan.
He was on his 7th.
Yeah, that was the last we heard was 7 tours among the 2 biggest wars of our time. Yeah. So, all that PTSD stuff aside, I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but letting you know that, it wasn't just some random guy, first time out there, oh, he can't take it. No, it's hard out there, especially when you keep going and keep going and keep going.
Yep.
So,
Well, more information comes out day by day. We'll keep you apprised of the situation.
Hey.
All right. This next one has to do with climate change, and don't turn off your ears immediately just because you hear that.
It's his turn to talk.
I'll give you an okay when we're done. Anyway, so...
I can still hear.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep going.
Torture you. Anyway, so genetic engineering has been introduced as a possible way to survive climate change. Just going to give you the little bits of details here. There's an entire interview going on, and I'm just going to ignore everything that's going on over here, just so you know. Anyway, basically leading from things to making smaller people to...
Like Asians.
All the way to, because smaller people use less energy, to giving people cat's eyes so that they can see just fine during the day, but also can see a lot better in low light, and therefore won't have to use as many lights to see, and less energy. The main point of this article is not to say this is what's happening, or this is what our plans are. This is an article to say this is what people could plan. This is what people could be doing. We want to create controversy so that we can figure out if this is a good idea or not.
As with most things, if you don't talk about it, nothing's going to happen about it. Or things are going to happen and nobody's going to know until they happen.
Exactly. And that would be the worst thing possible in this situation.
Especially with science. Science is scary. If people don't know science is happening, it's even more scary. So, I personally don't agree with it. Mostly like the cat eye thing. Cats can only see certain kinds of colors, and that would. I like my human eyes. Even my really crappy human eyes. My glasses came off.
Personally, I think it'd be cool to see colors we can't see, and I'd like the shape of cat's eyes, but whatever.
Moving on. Those of you who have been living under a rock who don't know about South by Southwest, it's a very, very large music festival in Austin. Austin?
Yes,
Right?
Austin.
Yeah, thought so. Sorry, Houston. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Austin's weird. They like it. I like it sometimes. Moving on. But at South by Southwest, a charity of the homeless teamed up with, I think it was T-Mobile.
And Verizon.
And gave homeless people wireless hotspot, 4G hotspot capable devices, and a shirt that says, "Hi, my name is blank. Text blank to this number, and you'll get my hotspot information and donate $10 to this wonderful charity that's helping me out." So they were employing homeless people to solicit charity with technology. Done.
Cool.
Cool. Everything I've seen about it on the internet is people freaking out, oh, you're using homeless people and blah, blah, blah.
They have a job this way.
Yeah, this is a job. It's a very temporary job, but it's a job.
It's something.
Which
I can tell you is better than nothing.
They're influencing charity, which is like charity to help the homeless people whom are being used to solicit the charity. It's a big circle of life thing where it lifts them up.
And it's easier to pay for these things than asking for people with cash, because not too many people carry cash nowadays.
Yeah.
So
if you can text in your $10 and pay for it on your next bill, you'll do that. Ask Haiti. Anyways,
gonna just cover this one real quick because I find it hilarious. I don't think this is really well done at all. But anyway, there's a study that's linking CO2 to obesity.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff we breathe out. As someone else I was talking to mentioned, you know, the rise in CO2 emissions linking to obesity is probably just because people are driving their cars more and not walking.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean CO2 itself is making us fat.
Among other
things.
It's a spurious correlation. Read the article. It's great science, tell you what.
One of those science things to be aware of that's out there.
So,
this one.
Oh my gosh. There's a man in... Oh man, what is up with me today?
Probably just pollen season.
Pollen, and I screamed my head off over the weekend at a concert. Again, Love You Series 6. But in Michigan City, there's a man who was watching his daughter practicing basketball, like they do, right?
Basketball, yeah.
And just making sure I get my facts straight. I'm sorry. My mind goes all over. Moving on. See? And he was watching them practice, and his daughter got into a fight with one of her teammates, and the coach, like coaches do, was like, okay, break it up, go run laps. And apparently, this man did not take his daughter being sent on laps very kindly. Went down and had a polite punch in the face with the coach. And now he's being charged with a Class C felony
for the coach out
for knocking out his daughter's basketball coach.
So you could see where she was getting the violence to solve problems thing from.
Oh yeah, you learn things at home.
Another sports article here. We don't really cover sports so often. This is strange.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Bad News Bears. I have not. But evidently there was a Little League in that movie that had to get their funding from a strip club. Well, that's happened in real life now. In
LA, where all great things with strip clubs happen. I don't know.
This Little League was going to have to shut down, and this strip club stepped in and said, here's money. And they do give a really good reason for it, at least in my mind. The strip clubs do fundraisers all the time, but people don't take the money because they don't want to be associated with a strip club.
Except rock bands. And I know rock bands that take money from clubs and you know, are getting better. By the way,
right.
I keep plugging Series 6. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, and they know why. But moving on.
Either way, so they found out with this Little League. Little League was desperate enough to actually take it. And it's only a one-time thing, so see what happens later.
It's only one time. That's what they say. And,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the heavy hitters brought to you by Jets Strip Club. And our final story of the day, which for me makes me laugh like that up here, but for different reasons.
Irony. I love thee.
We talked about Andrew Breitbart dying, but apparently he built a very strong news company, internet news company, and they're not laying down. Actually, they're going very strong. Right now, one of the guys who is kind of renowned for going around and exposing fraudulent things, particularly with government, has been going around to voting areas and testing them and giving false names and no identification shown, has shown voter fraud ability in New Hampshire and now Vermont.
And soon to be Texas.
And soon to be Texas.
And if you don't know what we're referencing there, check out the previous episode.
Yeah,
we covered it.
Go from his finger through my head and about there. And
The box that says previous episode.
yeah, read. We like you reading. Moving on, we're talking a lot.
Yeah, long show today.
But he's going around and he's filming this, and he's asking for ballots. He's not taking them. He doesn't actually participate in what he's trying to expose. But he's
even asking for Republican ballots. He's not trying to put this all on liberals. He's saying this is bad overall, and this could be easily voter fraud by anybody.
And not only that, either side could take advantage of it and be like,
Yep.
oh, we're just going to send a bunch of our, in this situation, it's Republican voting season, so all these Democrats could be like, oh, we're going to vote in this Republican primary under names that aren't ours, and blah blah blah.
Mostly dead people, actually.
Buh. And that right there is one of the things why we need these ID laws that we've been talking about, because it happens all the time, and it needs to stop. And
anyway, we harped enough on that yesterday.
Yes.
But we now have proof.
Yeah, video proof. So
check it out.
Go watch it. Breitbart TV, Breitbart.tv, right? Breitbart.com. That's the one.
Yeah.
Boom. So go there, do that. Come back here tomorrow. Go watch that episode in case you didn't see it. He's AJ.
He's Jeremy.
That's the subscribe button, and these are extraordinary times. Cue the outro.